everyone, thank you for tuning in. I'm your instructor Joy. Let me first play a tune for you. This was a little excerpt from Kayser Etude number 33. Thank you very much for your continued support. I really appreciate. So this is the book from the Kayser book, the book 3. Kayser is one of the etude that a lot of violinists start learning from early stage of the violin playing. As you can see, this whole was in the first position. But unfortunately, along Wolfart, we buy this Kayser book. Either you did not go to the book 2 and book 3, or if you bought the whole booklet, we only place some etude at the beginning, and then it end up being in our beautiful bookshelf and collecting the dust. But if you have time, open those books and go through book 3, which is, I believe, from number 27 and all the way to the end. This last couple, last chunk has a lot of great advanced technique, right and left, and that will give you a lot of tools before you start any difficult repertoire such as Saint-Saëns Rondo Capriccioso, Paganini Caprices, Wieniawski Caprices, Mendelssohn Concerto, and Chrysler, on and on. This particular one is an excellent etude. It is very nicely done. I use it as a combination of Upbow staccato and flying staccato, but one could practice as a staccato. Staccato, Upbow staccato here. So let's see. You can do that, but I'm using this one as a transition of Upbow staccato and flying Upbow staccato, because if you do long staccato, we're starting on the string, which is Upbow staccato coming in low. But when you're in the middle, the bow starts flying a bit, which we call it flying Upbow staccato. And this is how you get multiple Upbow staccato notes, by using flying Upbow staccato. Now here, we're starting. Like I said, one could use just Upbow staccato, but I'm using the combination of Upbow staccato and flying Upbow staccato. This would be first, you should know first how to play Upbow staccato, namely using upper half bow, and then it's a pinching index finger as you fold your arm. Just recap. But when you go towards the middle, you're reaching the bouncing spot. Now here, the index finger gets much lighter, and it's more these two fingers, and raising a little wrist here. You're kind of folding your finger, and this is when you need to have a flexible finger joint, which can be developed with a bow stroke collet. And you're staying pretty much in the same spot by making tiny circles. Combined with an elbow height adjustment, that would be great exercise. This is a wonderful exercise because you are dealing with actually three type of bow stroke. Legato, Upbow staccato, start on the string, then changing into flying Upbow staccato, elbow higher, then legato again. And so on, like that. So before you do a little slowly. So you have to know when to make the transition from on the string, off the string. It has to do the placement of the bow. When you pass the middle, this is no more very friendly Upbow staccato session. Therefore, you need to work on a little combination of spiccato, throwing the bow, and staccato, so which we call it flying staccato. This is when you pass the middle, you need to be able to do that. So this is one of the etude books that easily dismissed, and it deserves much more attention than we normally give. So I hope you get to try that one yourself. I made a lot of other videos about flying staccato, Upbow staccato techniques specifically, but I just want to bring you this wonderful etude of Kayser book 3. This particular one is number 33, just to give you an idea how one could practice that one. One could improve those combinations, those transition of Upbow staccato on the string to flying Upbow staccato, which is off the string. So you would practice first on the string, on the open string, open E string. Let's say first 2, using your index finger, biting as you fold it. You don't want to go too far to the tip. That would be good if you have a long staccato, upper staccato. You can continue going in, but we have only 6 staccato notes, and we need to be able to do legato down bow. So don't go all the way to the tip, but rather stay near the middle and start with that biting index finger on the string upper staccato, 2 or 3 depending what string or what passage you're doing, and then when you pass the middle, start raising the wrist, release the pressure of the index finger, and then these 2 fingers are going to make a circle. You should be able to do that even without index finger. So when you place the index finger, it should be very light, and then bring both to a little away from the bouncing spot to make legato. Again, 2 or 3 upbow staccato, and about 3 or 4 flying staccato. Then when you're done, then you make sure you apply the right elbow height. The elbow height, it's very important the elbow height is correct, otherwise it's hard to do the proper flying upbow staccato. Right? So exact number of how many staccato notes on the string to flying staccato, it changes on the string change and tempo and text. But generally speaking, in this case we have 6 staccato notes. You could do about 2 to 3 on the string, and the rest of it flying staccato. We're using flexible finger joint with a little raised and then proper right elbow height. I hope you can try. Thank you for watching and hope to see you again. Bye bye.